Hi everyone, Instructor Cisneski here. I just have a quick video for you guys today. As you can tell, I finished grading. For those of you that I didn't get graded until today, I do apologize for that. Like you guys, things happen in my life. I spilled an entire glass of water on my laptop, so I've had a little bit logistical things to take care of to try to get grading done, so I apologize for that. But as week 3 and week 5 tend to be longer grading periods for me, just because of the amount of feedback I like to give you guys and your milestones. So just so you know that. But as you can tell, most of the time I get everything done by Tuesday or Wednesday. So why this video today? I wanted to kind of address a couple things that I saw that were consistently throughout the class regarding feedback I've been giving you and kind of areas I wanted you guys to focus on in your project for this week. I've said this a bunch of times, this is cumulative, so the stuff you're doing in week 3, you're going to take your SWOT, last week's paper, and you're going to combine them all and add in your marketing strategy in week 5. So that's why it's really important to take a good look at these and make sure they're perfect, because I actually look at your previous work in week 5 to see if you take it into consideration any of my feedback. So that's what this is for. I just want to address something real quickly. I know it's Sunday and everyone has a lot of stuff to do. I know I'm heading out the door to a bridal shower, baseball game, and graduation party today. So I have this piece of paper here that I cut, and as you can see, it's like an inverted triangle. I kind of use this because me personally, I'm visual, and I like to see things in a visually based concept. So the largest part of the triangle you can see is at the top. So this is going to be your target market. So who is going to be up here at the top, right? We're going to say every pet owner, right? Pet owner. So I've got every pet, okay, of course it's going to be backwards, but I've got every pet owner in the world up in here, right? Well, that's just way too much to start. So that's why we ask you guys to narrow it down based on their demographics, geographics, and psychographics. So next step is going to be to break this triangle down even more into the next step. Now, everyone does this differently. You can do this however you want, but what you want to do is keep getting more and more specific as you come down to the triangle. So at this bottom part of the triangle, you have your perfect target market. So maybe in this next one, you want to focus on income. You're going to see in my feedback a lot of times, if you just said middle class, I kind of address that in the fact, well, who is the middle class? I live in a small town in Pennsylvania, so my middle class is very different than the middle class in New York City. So just try and be really specific there. And again, I said, probably a good idea to actually put some income numbers in there, because we want to make sure that they have enough disposable income to afford our pet food. So again, then geographically, I would get in here, where's your specific geographic market? You can't put out pet food to the entire country all at once. Well, you can, but from our little pet food place in SNHU, you can't. So a little bit more realistic is to find a good geographic area with a heavily pet owner population, right? See how we're starting to get smaller and smaller and smaller, and then we're eventually going to narrow it down to those specific target market. So I hope this makes sense. I did put in a lot of feedback for you guys that if you do want to make any changes on this week's assignment, I am more than happy to look at them again. I do ask that you highlight your changes in red or blue or yellow or something so I can see what you added and compare and contrast to the previous submission. There's not going to be any late penalty on that or anything, and I absolutely go ahead and, if you only got needs improvement on the rubric and I gave you feedback and you address that feedback and make your changes and go back in there, I'm more than happy to change that to proficient. So I hope that works for you guys. I see that this week's projects on in-store promotions are coming in. If you have any questions on PowerPoint, please shoot me an email. Like I said, I'm going to be in and out today, and over here in that instructor section in the blue, I do have a phone number in there, and you're more than welcome to text me. I tend to be like anyone else and have my phone on me most of the time. So I hope this helps. I'm approaching the 5-minute mark, and that's kind of where I like to keep these videos at. I hope that visual will work for you. And if you guys, I get a lot of emails, and I really appreciate the questions, and I'm more than happy to help you guys any way I can. I'm here for you. And believe it or not, this is week 4 coming up, so we're going to be halfway through the course. So you guys are doing a great job. All right, have a great weekend, and be safe. See ya.